us first.
Us first.
Yeah. Game and then game. Okay. Just why I bonded again. Got my phone to God. It's fine. All right.
Is it?
Hello. My name is Dustin.
I'm Lorraine, I suppose.
Did you forget your name?
No, I don't know.
It's been a while.
I don't know what we're doing.
No. And welcome to Indie Insights, the show where we play indie games from the perspective of indie developers, which we are. Boy, am I tired. I've been making video games and my arms are tired. You know?
Sure.
I just made video games in from Albuquerque and... anyway.
Thanks, Glenn.
Yeah, so this is going to be the last game we stream of 2023.
Woo.
I've talked about it before. We've been real busy the last couple weeks. We're going to be busy for the next couple months. But this was a request I had gotten in our inbox. It was a thing that I originally intended to get around to, like, in October, because I guess there's, like, it's lightly Halloween, like, time frame, like, it's fall, and...
It's an autumn-looking setting.
And I believe, like, as with most things in Indie Insights, I booted it to make sure that it ran, and I gave a glance of the itch page that it came from, and again, with this one in particular, I had an email describing a little bit. It's an RPG that looks to be pretty like visual novel-y, but we'll kind of get into it and find out. But yeah, it should be a good time. But like I said, I've just been hustling. Got this all back technically set up so that we could do this stream, among others. And
yeah, this is it's hard to tell just because it's a small window, but most of the things in this room are very different now.
Yeah, less cluttered, more open space. Got some more weird shit in the background.
I mean, this stuff was all here, but it was like
kind of
off to my left more. Before.
Yeah. But,
I do want to comment on one thing on the screen right now.
Mm-hmm.
Between those two benches is a chair. There is a chair.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's...
Here.
Or like a... Huh. I don't know if I would have noticed that myself.
Here? I can't see the mouse on the screen.
Oh, yeah. I have the cursor turned off.
It's weird.
I mean, I can turn it on if you want. Most games, I wouldn't want it. Maybe for some...
But it's just like, there's just a chair. Like, the benches make sense, but the chair... What? Anyway, sorry.
Bench. Well, I mean, at least it's not like hostile architecture. Like, it's not like a jagged thing to keep homeless people from sleeping on it.
I mean, it's true. But also, like, why is that? Nobody makes those, and they wouldn't be on, like, a college campus, presumably.
But anyway, with all that other fucking preamble out of the way, as you may be able to tell, so this is ZAGS, the role we play. I believe this is also kind of like,
looking at the itch page, it's like a spin-off of a sequel
of
in
a series
of
visual novels. Yeah.
Based on other characters, I believe.
Yeah, exactly. So somebody has come up with a whole universe, cast of characters, or both. And this is a thing that is a part of that. I will say the thing that threw me, it was going to be my first criticism, which I guess it technically still is, but like, when I booted this up initially, it did not load this menu for us.
No.
My first thing was going to be like, the game should probably have a title screen, because the thing that first popped up when I booted it raw,
like
without
prologue, like
without ever running it before, was like the prologue of like, it was like, I assume as when we hit new game it'll take us back to that, and I assume also that it's kind of meant to catch you up on like, if you're not familiar with this pre-existing universe or whatever, that like, here's these characters and this is a little bit about each of them, but like launching the game from never having played it, it did not present us with this screen, which I found very strange. But anyway, let's fucking get into it. Or maybe I'd have to click prologue to go to prologue. I don't know. That's freaking bizarre. Well, in that case, that's like... So if clicking new game starts the game, I'll be totally fine with that. If it starts the prologue, I'll be totally fine with that. But if your intent was to, like, direct people to the prologue... I would still personally have the game open with this. Like, I like a title screen. Like, it's just it almost feels like it's like it is just bizarre to be presented with a thing that is like already in progress from when the executable launches. And then if you still want to make people, like, if you're interested in having people, like, if your priority is to have people at least know that the prologue exists, I probably wouldn't even have this button here at all, and just like make clicking new game surface that screen with the clear indication that like, hey, you can skip this if you want to.
I mean, there was a you can skip it.
Yeah, because that was in there. Right, that was already in there, but like I said, just the sequencing of that stuff seems strange to me.
I mean, I wonder if skipping it would have taken you to
the
this
screen. Maybe.
I don't know.
Anyway, we're not going to get that in the weeds of like which menus lead to what. Choices matter, ignore choices. Party composition and choices affect combat. Difficulty can be changed later in preferences. I mean, I want choices to matter, and normal seems fine, so let's go. What's store only?
Probably no fights.
Combat is trivial. Oh, story. I'm just stupid. I was like, what's store? Never mind. I can't read.
It's true. He's illiterate.
That's what the problem is. Okay, yeah. Normal combat, choices matter. We're going.
Looks like this is not the prologue, because the prologue was something completely different.
So he's either always dressed like this, or it's Halloween.
I'm guessing it's Halloween.
I'm probably the latter. Again. For now, we're just assuming that every day is Star Trek Day for
Chris.
For Chris here. I think it's funny that this character named Nate is dressed like Nathan Drake.
I was gonna say,
I saw that in one of the like screenshots on the itch page or something. I was like, that's pretty funny. I'll give you that. Was he calling him babe or us babe? I think this. I'm guessing this is our protagonist for now. Okay, so we just... See, now maybe again, the sequencing is that, but if he's already calling me babe, I would have liked to know why. Like,
I mean, you can go back to the main menu and click
could do
prologue.
the prologue, but whatever. Like I said, this is the way technically. First, I was just trying to full screen it. This is also like, again, I don't play many visual novels, so this might be like you were saying. This might be more
I'm pretty sure they're usually a gear.
More of a convention of the genre that the entire game's menu lives next to the text box. But like that blew me away.
Generally speaking, it does.
I was like,
from like the very little I've played or played of visual novels, that is a fairly standard convention.
Does escape do it? It does. Okay, that's fine. Because that's what I would expect the escape key to do also. Mm-hmm. So as long as that works, I can definitely rock with that. But like I said, that's purely from my perspective. Lack of experience in the genre in general. So I've already got them, right? I can just kind of click. Yeah. I mean, I don't need to do that. You can... Oh!
I mean, I think this is just a tutorial.
Okay. Can I pick these other people too? No. Okay.
I think you have to move the dialogue. The dialogue. Keep going.
That was also weird. Because, like, I would expect it to, like, want me to do the thing to be able to advance it. Interesting. Okay.
Again, the dialogue.
That's... that might be a limitation of whatever... I don't know what piece of software was used to build this, but that's... It's weird that you can hover over these buttons, but not click them when this is active.
I'm assuming that's,
it's possibly just the nature of the... Yeah, of the tools. Also, that's certainly a fine way to spell okay, but I've never ever seen okay like that on a button. I don't think. Nothing wrong with it. It's different. Okay. Oh no, I've got a
mystery.
A mystery afoot. Apparently we're fighting. So I can't...
You click on their portraits? You can click on the portraits.
Interact with these, can't interact with the enemies. I click him. Healing. both cost nothing, I think. Okay. And yeah, again, this seems like the same thing. Where like, I'm guessing this is the nature of what it's built in. Is like this is kind of how you select stuff. If it was a little more of a freewheeling type of thing, which is like cool and weird, because like I really respect the idea of like if you know how to make visual novels, but you want to try to infuse something that is a little more like traditional gameplay wise. Then I like I like where this is at, of like trying to do your best to bend the toolset you're you're you know, already working in to make the most game you possibly can out of it. But again, same thing there. That would be my guess, was that this feels more like oh, this is a game engine, a game building tool where you can build menus and click on them, and it's a little harder to do things like interact with these individual sprites or something like that. So we'll just fight a bat. Okay, shoot stuff. Buff yourself.
Always be buffing.
Increase awareness to increase defense. Shoot that same bat. Oh, gun is so much weaker than whatever I did with Jake. Karate chop. I think I remember reading that too, but does that mean that like there are, I guess this is maybe their meters? Like if this fills up green, they can act again? Okay, yeah, they are technically going up.
Really slow though.
Yeah, no kid.
Maybe they're just waiting for the enemy to like.
That's visually very weird.
You can do what's his face again.
Both of them actually. He's a little behind. I'm just gonna do that by force of habit. And now he's that's interesting. Fucking critical resistance.
I think so it was stopping when the enemies were taking their turns. That's why it went really slow for a little bit.
That doesn't really correspond with the
like when they were like actively doing a thing. I don't know, man.
I would say they had that.
I don't just
Sure.
get through the fight. Like let's just get out of here.
All right. Because like in like Final Fantasy VII or something, enemies take actions if you don't do anything, right?
Yes.
Okay, because that does not look like it's the case here. We'll find out the next time we fight something. Oh, it's a fart cloud.
The backpack.
It's a fart cloud with a backpack.
It's getting higher education.
Can we? Can we fight a vaporous? I guess we'll find out. Oh God. And amazing boyfriend. Alright, we're gonna fight this for Cloud.
Oh God.
And these
dishes
plates
and
YouTube
video?
like a YouTube video. Alright, I'm just gonna wait here for a second because like I
I'm
said,
assuming it's not gonna happen.
yeah. So I wouldn't actually I wouldn't personally call this an active time battle system at all if it doesn't proceed if you don't do something. Like that's something because there are other games that work that way too. But like if the game is not taking actions when you're not doing stuff, I personally
there we go.
Okay. And then, are there cooldowns just like fucking forever then? Because that was some That was like 20 seconds.
I'm assuming
maybe?
they probably don't start ready.
Interesting. Just gonna fight the fart cloud. Maybe we should have picked one of the targets first. So we have an astronomical amount of health for, like, how much did they do to us? It's a lot better at the next number that comes out of somebody. Yeah, 1 damage. He has like 70 health.
Mm.
I will go to bat for meals alone. That is like, I feel like what is the saddest thing you could put on a plate that isn't nothing? Like, is there something more depressing than, like, there's got to be like a half-eaten TV dinner or something?
That scene in Zootopia where she opens the carrots for one and it's just like
it's one small shriveled shitty carrot. Yeah, that's that would be my upgrade to meals alone visually, but meals alone as a concept of an enemy is very good. What's up?
Yeah, we just had a bot.
Oh, good. Did you ban it?
Yep. Their account was made like 2 days ago.
Well done. Come on, mate.
They should really be. It should be a much dirtier dish, personally.
Yeah, right. It's too nice. Like, I like the concept of it more than the visual. It should be right, sadder or grosser or both. The other thing I'll say personally is that I really like these the combat sprites. I personally think I prefer them a little to, like, the portrait ones. But I don't know. I kind of like cute chibi shit in general. So.
I mean, it definitely feels more like kind of this, like, RPG. Like, if you're going for, like, go all the way back to, like, the SNES Final Fantasy games where they're just these little, like, dopey little things that hardly even look like people.
In that sense, this is kind of like this almost does have the Final Fantasy VII thing going on, where there's the stumpy little, like, Popeye-like characters, and then the more fully realized. I guess it's the inverse in this game.
Yeah, it's the inverse. I was gonna say they're like.
But it's the same thing of the characters being visually represented in two very distinct ways that aren't really like, they don't really look so much like each other.
We're not so different, you and I. Stares at the tiny little.
All right, so we beat back the concept of loneliness. I'm not sure what's up with the backpack, or is that a bag? It must be a bag or something, right?
I mean, I read that as backpack.
Yeah, okay. Same thing here, like, if this should just be like something else about this should be sad, like a cloud, fine, but like whatever this little bag is, whatever, doesn't imply to me like dread, or like if this were visually something more depressing, even if it just had like the word, like it just said alone and like bold letters floating inside like the void of this like cloud thing.
That one SpongeBob episode where Squidward goes to like the void and says alone so many times in different fonts, and it's beautiful. I wouldn't call that the personification, because it's not a person. It was still
and that's kind of the same thing of, again, it's
that's just nitpicking.
Sure. Well, it's also possible that all this stuff, like these backgrounds, are just from a visual novel straight up.
Probably.
Because I would guess that that's the case, because like it's not like we kind of like high concept in a low concept space. Like.
Well, it sounds like there's something wrong with the building, because they went to a room that isn't supposed to be in that room.
Yeah, but that was like
something weird's going on.
Like, I feel like if you're going that route, you'd be like, all right, well, we were trying to go to, this classroom, and we ended up in the cafeteria. That's weird. And then like kind of have a proportional strange thing happen, like all the rooms lead different places, and that's kind of its own thing. We went from like, we went through a door that was supposed to be somewhere and it was somewhere else, and then encountered the personification of loneliness. Like, do you see what I'm saying? That like
No.
those are like, that's like such a vast escalation of like a fantastical thing happening.
Maybe we missed a huge amount of information in the prologue that like was weirdly placed, so we didn't read it.
Because I would like at that point it should have been like I went into this classroom and instead I am in like a swirling void, and in the swirling void there's a weird cloud, and that weird cloud is the personification of loneliness. Like it just seems
We love
a
weird void in English class.
it seems just a little all over the place. Yes, technically still strange, but again, not as strange.
It's true. It's true.
Okay.
Howdy.
Is this someone's dorm room? Or probably. But there's lockers. I don't know. It's some space.
Why isn't he facing the other people in the room?
I mean, this is the direction he looks, okay? We found some coins. Alright. You can you?
The line, so this is just an art thing for me. The line from her arm to the like the midsection of her dress, I didn't catch the name of who was speaking, on the right, is just so like it lines up so perfectly that it's just like freaking me out. Like my eye cannot help but look at it.
Okay, so that's just like combat practice. Buy stuff.
Make some purchases. What can you buy?
I got coins. All right. Well, I don't have that many coins.
You have 20.
Huh. And you're right. This is another thing. We've talked about this before.
Price gouging.
We've talked about this before playing other RPG type things that like, I think in general it's really hard to build an economy that makes sense in any kind of RPG like game. But the base level I would start at is like, by the time you get to the first time you can buy something,
you should be able
to buy something. I don't know, even if it's like ultimately a worthless item, like one shitty healing potion. The plan should be like the first time you encounter the ability to purchase, you should be able to purchase. the lowest thing was 500? Yeah, man.
I mean, I guess like, do you want to just do a random battle or just go back to the?
Let's just
continue on.
Turn to the hallway. Is it?
I don't know.
I mean, we have not that much evidence to suggest that. Like the other thing here is like that's quite a statement to make considering like everybody feels lonely sometimes. Like that wasn't a very personal. I mean, it could be both. Like like feeling lonely can be personal.
Thing can be two things.
Yeah, it can be. Things can be personal and universal, but it wasn't like, oh, you have a fear of flying.
The other thing was it was their room, is what they said. Like, oh, this is Jake went to his room, didn't open, and then you did the party thing, go in, and then you fight something that he recognized immediately as loneliness. So maybe it's like tied to whoever's room it is. Okay. Maybe that's the like. The logical gymnastics we're doing right now.
Like, that's gonna pull it all together. Yeah, maybe. But like I said, that just sort of strikes me as like, again, having not haven't played any other games. This thing don't necessarily have the background on the characters, but like loneliness is a pretty universal.
I mean, whatever. Who cares?
It's just I don't know. That's not where my mind necessarily went. I mean, I guess we're doing the Persona thing, but.
This is also just a personal preference for me, but I really hate the pet name Babe, personally. Like, I
agree with you. Like, just in life. Yeah, it is making me like Nate a little bit less just because I don't really like it.
I know that he's doing it like to be sweet, but it's really and
he says it like every sentence.
Every sentence. I have not read him call Jake. It's always Babe.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. And like you said, in regular life too, if people do that a ton, it's just like it's I don't know, something about it that puts me off a little bit.
I mean, I also use babe as an insult, so there's that. Babe, darling, sweetheart.
Sweet cheeks. I'd be less weirded out if he was like,
Sugar.
sugar honey.
Oh, sugar. Is there a save button?
Oh, I guess it's. Oh.
Does it?
But which thing do I click to open that? Is it this?
No, I think it was it the face? Because the face wasn't there before. Character stats.
No. So that's just like all the
Rift
things we
Fury.
fought. And that
That's auto.
advances the text, I assume.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That's that menu.
Okay.
It's a preferences menu. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know.
All right. Well.
I don't know where this came
Whatever.
from. Your Scanlan looking ass.
Did it save? Okay. I guess just clicking it. That would have been like, again, I'd like to see how like this text changed to like game saved.
Saved or whatever, yeah.
Like past tense. You have saved. This prompt me like, yeah, it does warn me. I assume. Okay. Got it.
That X gets you out of here?
That's also a funny, again, like maybe just a nature of how the tools work or whatever, but like it's 9 pairs of 2 save slots. Very, very interesting. Okay.
I guess you can like do other people's
Start
rooms.
from other people's like perspective or something. All right, well, we'll just keep doing this for a little bit.
Room 2.
Oh, let's do room 2.
Let's go.
Average enemy level 2.
Amazing. Can you have?
Can I
could you
have another? Okay,
Oh.
I can. So who do we want?
Drew Scanlan.
Okay, we're gonna stick with everybody else.
Sure.
All right. we don't even know who this dude is. We haven't even encountered him. Or babe. Empty chairs.
No, it's empty of chairs and empty of tables.
Oh. Cause see, this isn't like his room. This is just.
It's
like...
it's the student atrium, Dustin.
All right.
They've said it's the student atrium.
I don't know.
Go back, get the log up. Get the log up. I don't know how you do that.
I don't know. Whatever. I don't want to try that.
It
part.
is the student atrium. They've said it like 5 times.
I'm saying like this is where we fought the
I know.
loneliness fart.
That's why you continued his story. I believe you went through that door again.
Okay.
Multi-Chris.
And see, like, why didn't we do this the other
I
time?
don't know.
Why are they
Because
doing...
the story is progressing. Just go,
Okay.
Dustin.
I'm just saying, this time we're doing, like, full-on Persona. Last time, it was a fart cloud. Like, evil Chris should have turned... Evil Jake or whatever should have turned into a fart cloud.
Or his like horrible yellow eyes and shadowness. Ah, it's Chris.
Mm-hmm.
No, if you keep saying that...
This Chris is insulting Jake.
Yes.
Not, like... Okay.
It's Chris.
Yeah. See, I don't like that. Like, I prefer... I wish it was either, like, the more traditional Persona thing, where it was, like, Chris, or I wish it was, like, Chris, and real Chris wasn't present, so that he actually would take it, like, oh, you are... Why do you hate me all of a sudden, man? What's wrong?
I mean, you could pick your party members. You did this.
Well, no, but you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it undercuts the... Like, I know it's not you, because you're right fucking here.
Man, I don't know. I didn't make the
Okay.
game.
I'm just, like I said, I'm just observing. Just saying thoughts. Like, see, that would, like, potentially cut real deep if it was just Jake and evil Chris and no one else in this room, but like, regular Chris is 4 inches to his left. Dude, I know that the Chris who is my friend and does not mean this. And then, like, you know, do this as a reveal, like, 80% through the dialogue tree or whatever. Like, regular Chris comes in and is like, oh, dude, are you okay? And then you know, fight the evil or whatever.
Now you're just nitpicking, like, storytelling.
I mean, it's mostly a visual novel. What a...
I don't know!
That's what the...
The menus are... I hate the menus. I don't understand what things are. Why is two Chris's here? I mean, also assuming that, like, maybe it doesn't matter who you have with you or not, because this could just happen regardless.
I'm guessing if you had somebody else, it would still be like...
There are two other people with you.
Drew Scanlon and evil Drew Scanlon, or if he was the only other person in my party right now. I guess we don't know for sure.
Multiple mad faces.
Everybody's scowling. For some reason in my head, I put the italics on eating. I was like, I enjoy eating with him. I have no
playing
clue
board
why
games
my brain
with
did
him.
that. Yeah.
Brain bad.
Definitely reads different.
Man, sentences hit different when you italicize different words. Oh goodness. Everybody's upset. Wait, who's James?
Huh. Maybe they're just supposed to be Jake. I don't know. Or are we referring to someone else who's not
I don't know.
visually on screen but is actually in this room? I'm not sure either. Bring it on. So Nate is here. So I guess James is that fourth character maybe that we've never interacted with but is in our
I
party
have
now.
no idea.
Let's do this.
I guess that is James.
Okay.
Okay, that was... I don't know.
Yeah.
It does seem weird that you can just, like, pick people and not, like, having... Whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't care.
No, it is strange. Because, again, here I can pause it. Oh. I mean, not that it mattered a ton.
I mean, whatever.
But,
Enemies are stronger here.
yeah, just in case.
I do like them little, like, jumping.
Yeah, this weird, like, Halloween... It's like trick-or-treat kids... Evil.
See, there's
Chris.
eating alone.
Yeah, that's a better eating alone than the eating alone we got. I don't know if that's also eating alone or anyway.
We'll find out.
Or like just even like 7 peas like in a frowny face, like like laid out. That's eating alone. We got it. We cracked it. SpaghettiOs that smell like something horrible. Sad.
What about just like a half-eaten like McDonald's hamburger in the wrapper? Like the wrapper is there underneath it.
Anyway, no, it is weird because, like I said, that would be like if I were to restructure this, I would have it be like, here's your character, here's what they are, here's their significant other, here's what their deal is.
I mean, again, maybe more of this is from like. Maybe this is just like a goddamn like visual novel Gaiden type thing, where
sure.
it's like these characters are literally all fully ported from these other two other games in this thing.
That's probably
so
true.
If you're playing this, you kind of already know them. You don't have to know them, but you do know them if you've done other.
That's the thing I was gonna say. On the itch page, it said like you don't need to have played the other games in this series to know this, and I mean,
you don't have to know the other games in the series to play this. That is technically true.
Yeah, technically true.
If you play any story-driven thing and there are previous entries in the story-driven thing that are a continuation of an overarching whatever, you're gonna run into, like, if someone comes in midway through, you're not gonna know what's going on.
Sure. I'm just saying the little bit of the itch description that I like skimmed through, it made it seem more like this was like a one-off thing
I mean, I think it
and
is.
in that sense, every game is a one-off thing.
I mean, you're not wrong.
But like a one-off thing in that like you really could know what was going on without having experienced any of the stuff before then.
Cold
shoulders.
That doesn't read as cold food either, because there's no food there.
Is that what that? Yeah, it's cold. Okay, it's cold food. Not oh, that. All right. Well, we hitting harder now.
And it did say level 2.
Those guys are not dying. God damn. Should
Oh.
maybe look into healing next turn. It's just Nate who took that big hit. Everybody else is kind of okay. Alright, yeah, Nate might need a heal next round. Oh wait, can I not pop? I can't heal. Alright. Why not? It says it costs 0. Huh. Alright, well I don't know why I can't heal, but I guess we're gonna laser this cold food. Okay. Oh, I got KO'd. One of my guys got KO'd. James, we barely knew you. So he was like, okay, now I can Pop Tart Nate. I don't know why I couldn't do it that other turn. That was weird. Oh, he's out too. Oh, I might be in trouble here. Pop Tart himself. So I just got my brain back around to this now, but they... Oh boy, I think I'm losing. I still don't think they mentioned that it was Halloween, and that was a thing that I wouldn't have expected to be, like, just in the prologue or whatever. Mm-hmm. Alright, well, I got wiped.
It's bad experience for it. Interesting.
Okay. James loved it.
Good for him.
I do like this. I like that. I don't know if you have to lose this fight or if you have to lose this fight, that's fine. And if you could win this fight, but there's a different outcome if you lose it, I like that a lot. I think that's neat. And stuff can accommodate that.
Colette, what are you doing?
Our cat's being a nuisance. Stop it. Stop calling me babe.
Never.
That would have also been like a really good, like, just call him Jake. It's fine. like come on, man.
So wait, so who's all in the hallway?
Yeah, I was saying that. So was he not there?
I don't know.
I think this is just a little loose.
I mean, like, you cannot have him in the party, so, like, I'm assuming this is all just generic dialogue.
Yeah.
So did you like finish that room?
I think so. I think that's probably what happened.
No,
Okay.
you didn't. Still says 1 of 4.
So you just have to do it again, I guess.
Yeah.
Did,
I mean, you could do other people's level 1 room.
Interesting.
What?
Well, I thought Drew Scanlon leveled up.
He did.
Oh, okay.
He's
So is that
level
what
2.
changed between these files? Because I had clicked this one first. I don't need 2 save files. Okay. Yeah, we'll do 1 to 2 more. What do you-
Try Babe.
Oh, sure. You wanna?
Why not? Let's just see something else.
Okay.
6!
Oh, well, all right.
Oh,
well,
God.
if we want to do that, is everybody? Let's see what else.
I guess they progress. I think you're
Just
supposed
linearly.
to, like...
That
okay.
also is like, again, like I said,
That's wild.
I have no good answers for.
Why can you select them?
I have no good answers for like doing the RPG numbers thing because it is hard to balance all that stuff. But again, general rule of thumb, I would expect them to curve a little more smoothly
I mean,
than that.
you've got 4 more rooms here, though, is the thing. Like...
Are there 4 more? Or is it just the 2?
No,
Do
it's-
we know that? Oh, okay. I'm stupid. I didn't look at that either.
Read the things on the screen.
All right.
Babe.
So we really can't do any of these unless, like, again, I
No.
guess if you turn off combat, then you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could do a Q&A fight. They've got, like, if you want to grind,
I sure don't.
then just...
Let's just. Because we can change that stuff in here, right?
there. Difficulty and choices.
This should go very easy. That might be enough to get us through the next. Well, even 30% less, though. Or should we just do story only? Yeah, all right. Let's just do that. That's fine.
Return. Continue. Just continue down his thing. Let's
This
just...
one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll do at least. We'll try to knock out the fight that we just lost, and then maybe do the first Nate thing, and then maybe we'll call it. Yeah, sure. Okay, so it's gonna. So this is.
You're returning.
We've already done this,
Yeah.
but is it gonna just go do the fight, or are we gonna have to? Okay, good. Good.
Ready, babe?
I just didn't want it to like make me do the
I don't
whole
think
dialogue
you
tree again.
You didn't finish...
Okay, when they said combat was
You-
trivial, they weren't kidding. That's fine. We'll be able to. Okay, perfect. Sure, they just give you a bunch of experience.
Oh my god, yeah, they
That's
really
very
do.
funny. All right, well, as advertised,
Yeah.
story only. Good. Working as intended. Glad to see it. Again, I do still, like we said, probably just piece together from parts of existing other projects, but I do wish this was not. This is more spectral. Even if the lighting was just, like, just make it the background purplish or something. Put, like, one layer of, like, transparent color just to make it seem less
Sure.
like a normal building where you're fighting a doppelganger of an evil doppelganger of one of your friends. Chris makes a dismissive noise. What's your best dismissive noise? That's a pretty good dismissive noise. All right, I asked and you delivered. Thank you. Well done.
You're welcome.
Door we hadn't noticed before. And sure, up for another fight yet, so head back to the hallway instead. Feeling a bit more comfortable with everything. Okay, so like, so we could do more Jake, or let's do a Nate, and then.
Do you want to like maybe finish it since the fights are so
yeah, I
like,
was saying because
trivial now?
we'll basically just do the dialogue. Yeah,
see
we can.
his and then maybe
we can
dip into.
yeah, let's try that. Let's try to finish Jake's and then maybe do a Nate, depending on.
Just
Yeah,
who
again,
cares?
it's not gonna matter. But I do like that. I'm glad that at least that they give you the option of like, I always like a variety of difficulty from like 0 to hard is great to offer people.
Especially
for something narrative driven.
Like if you're gonna have combat in your visual novel, it doesn't hurt to have like I'm just here to see the story.
Yeah, right. If
like,
it's story
I
first,
like that.
Yeah, if it's story first, I like giving people the option of like 0 hard to like you know, it can be as
literally
hard as you
rip
want,
the knob off.
Yeah.
Friendship.
Or something like that. Don't say babe, don't do it.
No, that'll be room 4. That'll be room 4.
Nope, there it is.
I mean, he's literally never said Jake's name. Babe. Welcome. Babe.
Welcome, babe. It's my Valkyria Chronicles babe mod.
Why does he say bro in that game?
Okay.
Oh gosh, goodness.
It's this handsome little man over here. That's huh.
That looks like him.
I've never decorated a like dorm room ever, I guess, but
So who is Dan? Do we know who Dan is?
I mean, it's one of those characters we didn't click on.
Okay.
I think. But this is very like, is this the, if in your best estimation, is this the gay nebulous 2010s version of that like tattoo poster from like 2002? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Tattoo
The girls kissing or whatever. Don't worry about it. It was a stupid
Okay.
late 90s, early 2000s thing.
Okay.
I'm not saying that was, but my guess
This is also just an utterly bizarre room layout.
say
Like, no,
this poster.
the poster aside, ignore the poster, please. The beds go so far.
There's
Beyond that
tiny
is a
little
desk
There's
with
symmetrical, I
shelving
think.
up there, and there's just like a screen. Like that's not. There's nothing connected to it.
I guess that's the TV because there's no like. If there were monitors, they
Yeah.
would be or are technically hiding in this little gap.
It's all. I'm just admiring the architecture, interior design.
And also understanding and they better not have lied. But I don't think it doesn't seem like that kind of thing. Is that I believe some of the other games in this universe are more adult oriented than this. I believe this.
There did seem to be some amount
for teen rated
of,
product.
Like nudity filtering.
And even this.
In that, like if you go to the menu.
Yeah, sure. Well, yeah, because usually on Steam it's like a right.
Oh, it's like here.
You gotta put in the secret code to get the.
You can see.
Boobies and/or dongs. Yeah.
You can do some amount of like filtering. I don't know what any of that means because I don't know who those people are. I mean, there's that one guy who just has like a fig leaf on. So.
There's nothing here. Oh, here we go. So is it evil Jake or is it evil Nate? Or is it somehow an evil third person?
Maybe it's Dan.
Yeah. Okay.
That smug little. See, he can turn. He can turn.
Only evil Nate. Only evil Nate turns. That's right.
Look at that expression, though. What a smug guy.
He's kind of got rock eyebrow a little bit. Like. Again, I feel like this, like having them just both instantly be in the room at the same time is.
Well, at least
so
he wasn't
undercuts
here
the
to
point.
begin with. Like there was a moment, unlike before, where it was just like we've walked into this room and there are two of the same people for some reason.
I'm just saying, like imagine reorienting, or like imagine like they're, like for some reason they're having a fight. I don't know why. Something came up and they're like having a fight, and then like the new one comes in, and then you're not sure which one is even the evil one because just like people fight sometimes, but I don't know. It just seems very silly that they're having a supportive, hanging out, conversation, emotional moment, and then just like enter stage right. Evil Nate is just like, hey, you actually suck, idiot, and like and the real one's just here the whole time, like, no man, it's fine.
No, babe.
No, babe.
Same. How many people are gonna fit in this room?
6 more evil. Okay, it's just like. Okay. It's like a disembodied. Again, like this should be I feel like this should be a separate one. like we're piling this on like
Yeah.
evil Nate and like disapproving parental figure. Like we've got another encounter. What's the last one?
I don't know. Him, probably. Wait.
Yeah, I say that. I don't know. Again, we don't know the backgrounds of these characters, so I guess we don't really know if they're.
That just seems
if he's
like,
just like
yeah.
if he's just implying like a gay relationship is unconventional, I guess that's whatever. I don't know. I don't know that many. I feel like most gay men would not call their relationships unconventional. So either that's just kind of like I don't know.
It's a weird kind of commentary.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I feel about that personally.
Like I said, unless there's something else we don't know about their dynamic, which we really don't.
We really don't. I have no idea who any of these 3 men are, even though one of them is like the 2 of them are one person.
We know that one of them's evil.
That's
so-
true.
I mean,
there
these two
are 3
these two
characters.
still might be evil.
We
like,
don't know.
There's going to be more evil Nate. Maybe regular Nate is still pretty evil.
He double parks, and we can't stop him. Oh, so I read that as the wrong Nate. I was
like,
wait,
again,
what?
pull this out. Have this be a separate, like, this is a perfectly fine, psychological torment, but, like, have it be its own thing. Have, like, his mom show up and do this.
no, so I'm assuming, so if you want to double back to their little, like, breakdown before coming in here, it was, like, loneliness, friendships, this is probably just, like, closer relationships.
Sure, I guess.
So I'm still betting, like, my money is on the last one is himself.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to, like, obviously escalate, but yes, this is a lot at once.
Yeah, like we've gone from... It is a lot at once. That's what you said.
You like men and you suck at school.
And the thing here, so the other thing here is I wonder, like, this may not be true. This presumably is. He appears to be in a gay relationship. Maybe this could be just like a put down. Like maybe he's an okay student, but like this is like I don't know, mixing that all together is also fun. Yeah, see, like that. Is it or isn't it? Like, cause like this
We
is
don't
the
know
fact.
these men!
This is a fact of who he is, and maybe his parents, like I guess he's still closeted with his family, according to where we're at. In this evil
Or
Nate's-
it's just other, like, fears of just,
Oh.
like, maybe they are supportive, and he's like, oh, maybe they
yeah,
won't
we've
be.
kind of like we mixed our like.
Everything's
I don't know.
kind of just smushing. You're a mart.
As for being gay. I know you're close with your family. Like, those 2 things too. Like, maybe certainly you can be close with your family and be closeted. That's true.
Yes.
But like,
I don't
in
know.
the context of this whole conversation, it seems a little weird.
We're gonna make out right in front of him. That's how we're
Just
gonna
like
win.
holding each other, kissing, just rolling across the room. They like roll over him like a steamroller, just like smush him flat.
Yep. The power of love.
Okay, so let's win this incredibly free fight.
Let's
See
go.
what happens next. Take that, me, Nate.
Got some concerned
Fucking idiot.
relatives.
And see, like, what is concerned? I would put this somewhere between bigoted and judgmental,
Yeah.
depending on how harsh you want to be about it.
Because because none of them were talking about jobs. It was literally just all the familial people were talking about the relationship.
I wouldn't call...
And fake Nate was talking about school and shit.
I wouldn't call your parents potentially disapproving of your sexual orientation concerned. I mean, maybe they'd say that.
Yeah.
But...
Don't be surprised. We're on story mode, baby.
Yeah, we basically turned off the combat.
You can't do anything to me. I'm invincible.
In all things. But also fighting. We've got the shonen thing, too. Get you a guy who can do both.
Why is maid emphasized, like...
I mean, because you're going to break up.
I don't know. That's weird.
Evil
It
Nate,
just seems like a weird...
Evil Nate says regular Nate's gonna break up with you. Because he's right here. Your boyfriend's right here. That's why.
Everyone else who may or may not be in the hallway supporting me.
All Narnia-like or whatever.
What? Door to where?
The wardrobe. I guess this is a wardrobe? This is
like
above Jake's head?
Were you like symbolizing? Is that more like gay symbolism?
But it's a wardrobe, but a fancy closet.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. You know?
I too disappear into a cloud of mist.
Stop it! Stop saying babe.
Gonna say. Even in all of that, he couldn't be like, "Hey, look, Jake." I don't think he ever even like. He didn't say babe, but he didn't say anything else.
That isn't unfair to you. Just like, yeah, whatever. Lena, I'm too hard or something. Calls you babe like 4 times a minute.
Yeah. Lean on him as hard as you want, darling. Honey.
Gestures to the wardrobe. Okay, so whatever's the last thing is in the wardrobe.
Yeah, and it said fear of losing love, so it's like a general thing, but...
Oh, it's this nearly naked man.
Hello. So you're Dan.
At least he's fig leafed up, like you said. And Dan basically looks like me with redder hair, so you know, I can support Dan, I suppose. Okay. Is that just like? I mean, that is
There's
a DDR
literally,
machine,
yeah. Talking about.
It's like actually a DDR
we were already
machine.
having a conversation about the Star Trek stuff in the chat.
Okay.
but-
Oh, sure. How much? I mean,
Yeah.
that's why this game's not on Steam. It is on Itch.
Yeah.
'Cause Itch don't give a fuck. You can steal whatever you want.
Is it him? Wow.
We did it.
Wow.
4th time is the charm for coming full circle on the Persona thing.
Wow.
See, this I don't like, because the rest of the game, other than the tutorial thing, like, it's fine. I'm fine with breaking the 4th wall for like tutorial purposes. Like, this is how you save. But we haven't otherwise done that, so like, I don't like taking a story that's in the game and just having not sprinkled that throughout the rest of it narratively as a whole, then just breaking the 4th wall. Whatever. This is the first time you've got to respond.
It's
Huh.
true.
This is the minorest of minor nitpicks, but I think it's weird that the text is less legible when you hover over it. It feels like this is a little less readable than this.
I mean, you couldn't have put white on those and made it would have been
true.
worse. It would have been much worse. I believe in my friends.
That's what any Persona protagonist would say.
Exactly. Get your shonen on.
Okay, so yeah, this is just like, for us, this is not going to be a thing.
No.
But like, in gameplay terms, this would have been the culmination of those other fights.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it. Get fucked.
Got him.
Evil Jake, eat shit. Those are weird italics. I'd always be able. Always, right? If you're gonna italicize if you're gonna italicize a word at all, always.
Or like the other thing I could see a case for being made is myself.
Yeah.
But
yeah, this is, I don't know. Doesn't
or
seem.
might. I might not always be able.
Yeah,
to do things for
I would
myself.
take might. And see again, like what? Friends, sure. Family, we were just there with like. How supportive are we?
They're like, we don't know how supportive it is. Also, I just realized we are cutting off like half of the part of the.
Oh, the text with our stupid faces.
Whoops.
Well, we're technically almost done.
Yeah, it's no. Don't
right.
change it now.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. Wasn't even thinking about it.
Like I said, we're getting first time we've done this in a while, and last time we'll do this for a couple months because we're gonna be in hard crunch mode. But
we're doing our best.
I'm hoping we'll be able to. I'll talk about it after we're done.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do the wrap up. That was very eloquent. Yeah. Got cat ear head.
Yeah.
Let's learn to steal. Kitty surprise.
Oh no.
What's the surprise? I left something in your bed.
He put it on too.
Oh, okay. The evil one also. I'm not sure if that's intentional or not.
I'm assuming.
It's just because it's the same asset.
I'm assuming so, yeah.
Why is he even still here? All right, I guess he's still talking to us. And see, like, what? Are we doing, like, the Scott Pilgrim movie ending thing now? Like, do you want to play DDR? I'm the evil version of you. Do you want to play DDR together? What? What's happening?
Who can say?
Take care. All right. Salutations, evil Jake. I beat myself. Reach out for the truth. He made a commentary about the headbands. I did get technically a little physical reward for overcoming my psychological.
Congratulations. Sometimes you just need a treat.
Is that what they should do in therapy? Like the dentist office? Should they just give you something every time you like? All right, well, you got through that hour, so here, take any of these stuffed animals, like anyone you want.
I think the thing you get from that is mental health. It's a microphone. Okay, I recognize the end of the cord.
I don't know if there's supposed to be like a specific pop.
I don't know.
Whatever. Who the fuck Adam is? This guy. All right.
Start another one called there?
Huh?
Did we start another one?
I think that might be an okay place to call it. Because, again, like, I think we know what we're getting into. Like, I suspect Nate will be very much
we
of the same.
also now have less access to the screen because our cat jumped in front of it.
Cat is literally...
What are you doing?
Directly in front of my mousing hand. Standing in front of the monitor.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that's like... Again, it's not, like, terrible or anything, but it's just a little underdone, I think. You know?
I mean, I think if I remember from the itch page, I think it was done for some kind of like, I don't know if it was necessarily like a game jam or like a Halloween specific bundle for this year.
Yeah,
so like maybe it was like
I don't know that either. I did not bother to check.
Yeah, I
like
don't
I said,
know.
We come into these things for the most part blind.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just kind of like,
The most
Just a
research
thing
we do is like looking at the itch. Or
Yeah, like I said, I
page.
basically just was like, oh, that doesn't look objectionable, because we won't play anything that actually has, like, Twitch obviously violating stuff.
TOS.
I was like, that seems fine. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, but that was, like I said, certainly the, like, intent is positive behind it.
Yeah.
But, like, in total execution, it seems okay.
What is it called?
Not amazing, not atrocious, mixed bag. And like you said, that would certainly make a lot of sense if it was made for some kind of other game jam type event or whatever. And that's why I've never been a game jam guy, but there's nothing wrong with doing that, because it certainly gets you experience just fucking around with stuff. But like, my favorite thing about games is like refining the little details. And I never feel like you get the chance to do that. Like, I feel like in a game jam type scenario, you're so like taping everything together that like you don't get to iterate as much as you do if you can just like work on other stuff on your own pace.
I think the only thing I would like to do, like use a game jam scenario for, is for like really rapid initial prototyping of like a proof of concept.
Yeah, right. And that's what 100%. I think that's a good thing. Like if you build a game in a game jam and like it has like one little mechanic, but like people really take to it, and you're like,
then
oh
going
yeah,
from there.
I can
Yeah.
really make something out of this. Yeah, I think you're 100% right in that front. Or again, if you're just more of a hobbyist,
Yeah.
you kind of just want to
You
like
just want to
fuck
make
around.
little things like. That's really cool.
Yeah, if you just want to
I
fuck
really
around and
like
like
hitting
make stuff.
concept.
Oh.
Because like there's even other like art-based things, like I can't remember what the whole acronym is, but there's like a thing for throughout the month of November that writers do about like trying to like write X amount over the course of the month, or like Inktober stuff like that. I've never been super interested in that like rapid production type of anything, just because it stresses me out, and I don't think, kind of like you said, I get a good what was I don't even know what I was saying. I just completely lost my train of thought. It's just gone now.
Game jams, but for other mediums, writing or art.
No, I don't remember. I don't know exactly where my thread
Okay.
was, but it's just like you don't get to. I don't get to fully experience or explore that kind of stuff in that quickness. I need time to like sit back and refine, like you said. I think that's maybe where I was going. I honestly
Okay.
don't remember.
Fair enough. But yeah. Here, can we at least go back to the title screen, maybe?
Do you want to save?
I guess so. I doubt we'll come back, but sure.
Save
Always good
it.
to save.
Look at that.
There we
There
go.
we go.
All right, yeah. So that was ZAGS, the role we play. You can check it out on itch. Just search for it if you're interested. I believe there's a demo for free, and then I think the game technically costs a couple bucks. And I will say the developer did give us a code for this, which is that's very much appreciated. And again, appreciate you reaching out.
Yeah, podcast at cubicorngames.com if you've got something you want us to check out.
Yeah, which we will be talking about this a little on our next podcast, which should be out next Wednesday.
And like we said, I don't know if we're really going to get much in, like streaming wise, until after MagFest in January.
I kind of suspect that
But if you have something to send to us, we will get to it. It will be on our list. We will make a note of it
good
and
call.
then get back to things.
yeah,
But
like Lorraine was
our
saying.
kind of general, like,
Let's say February, we'll be
Yeah.
streaming games again. But if you email us something, if you send us a link to something in the intermittent time, it'll be in the queue. So
Yes.
we'll do our best to get around with it when we're have our plates less full of stuff to do. And yeah, when we come back, if we don't have any requests from anybody, I'm hoping that we'll have a nice little pile of games that we, at MagFest. Like, I'm hoping
Yeah,
there'll be some cool stuff that we can talk to folks there and be like, hey, can we get a build and maybe look at this at some point?
yeah.
So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I think that's going to do it for this evening. And like I said, for us streaming stuff in 2023. So
Woo.
onward to bigger and better and newer things in the year to come.
Let's go.
Thank you, Lorraine, for hanging out
Yeah.
while we played this together. Thank you and anybody who stopped by and watched for a little bit. Like I said, you keep an eye out on cubicorngames.com for updates on what we're up to. You can also find a Discord link at the top of the page there. So if you want to play builds of our games, you can get in there and check those out. You can search for Cubicorn Games on Steam if you want to see any of the things we've made to date. And with all that said, we're going to call it an evening.
Welcome back, Colette.
Cat's still being bad. Thank you so much for hanging out, folks.
Here. Here.
We will see you in the new year and in next week's podcast.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So long.